necrophages had a field day. Still worth a closer look.
ইস, লাইভ যাইবে আবার। রে আইতি আছে।
Should examine that horse carcass.
বমি করে করে ফাইটটা যায়। ছি। অন্য এবার নতুন নতুন মনস্টার আসতেছে, এগুলো আগে দেখি নাই। আমার মেবি মেডিটেশন করলে ভালো হইতো, কারণ লাইফের অবস্থা খারাপ, বাট মেডিটেশন করলে আবার ও থাকবে কিনা শিওর না। কমন রোজ
Not so fast, Roach.
আচ্ছা, এক্সামিন করতে হইব ডেড হার্টসগুলার। ডেড হার্টস কই? এই যে
What do we have here?
bones.
Bones have been here a while.
Saddle.
Chewed on the saddle. Necrophages will eat anything these days.
Ribs.
Giant claws. Wasn't a necrophage made these marks. Horseshoes missing. Is this the animal that lost one in the smokehouse? Head torn clear off. Takes incredible strength.
Let's summarize.
Must have been attacked by a powerful beast. Surprised him. Hope they got away.
Follow the lubricant.
Trail goes on. Good thing it doesn't end here.
Trail. আবার শিয়ালের আওয়াজ। এই শিয়াল মিয়াল মারতে ভাল লাগে না। বাল ইস ফেরে ধরছে। মারতে মন ছিলছে না ভাই, জায়গা পরে মারুম তো করে। তো কই নিয়ে আইসা আমারে ভাই।
Come on now.
কেন ঘুরতেছ আবার?
A fisherman's hut. Seems she wants me to take a closer look.
Look around the fisherman's hut. Okay. I see. Pichi. Takla pichi.
Who's that? The room. Go on now.
This
What
is
you seek
Gerald.
here, sir? Our hut's out of the way. Woeful. We has nothing. We knows nothing.
তোর কিছু জিজ্ঞেস
Just
আগেই
need
কস।
information. Looking for 2 women. The Bloody Baron's wife and daughter.
Not a soul have been here, sir.
Sure? Not even passing through? Daughter's medium height, about 20. Her mother's thin, about 40. Seen them?
That sir came at night, right, Mummy? Quiet, boy.
পিচি করে দিছে। Girls who stayed with you, what happened to her? Who do you see? Describe her.
I want to help that woman. She could be in danger.
Young and see no one, my lord. He's a kiddie. Must have dreamt it.
I want to hear this dream then. So, kid, who did you see? Who came here?
Pappy brought her at night. The lady does the medicines. She was all afeared. Talked about an awful monster. Said she had to go back. Dunno where to. Mummy and Pappy cheered her up. Gave her clothes. Hers were ragged.
Where'd the girl go? Your son said enough. No point in playing dumb anymore.
Sorry,
Yes.
sir. but you don't look like one of her father's men.
Because I'm not. I'm looking for Tamara and her mother. I need to know if they're alive and safe.
Tamara is, high. She's to my brother's place in Oxenfurt. But Mrs. Anna, that's another tale. Though anywhere's better than the crow's perch with a baron.
Why?
'Cause he beat her, sir. Beat Mrs. Anna, I means. Everyone knew, but not a one lifted a finger for to stop it.
Where is the Baron's wife?
What happened to Tamara's mother?
Twere like this. I was awaiting in the old smokehouse with horses. Cold as hell and so dark, couldn't see past 2 ells in front of you. Moon had risen high, and still they hadn't come. Began to fear some demon had snatched them. But finally they came forth, and we sets off towards the river. Suddenly, out of nowhere, a gale arose. Thought it'd tear my head off. And those damn birds, swarms of them coursing o'er the woods, raising a racket to make your ears bleed.
Whoa,
Mrs. Anna screamed, bent over into herself. Tamara knelt down, gripped her arms. 'Twere then I saw it. Fiery marks on her hands.
Orgi the Savar. Tell me about this mark. What happened next?
What marks?
These, well, like burned on with hot iron. On the palms, inside.
Burned? Like a cattle brand?
Aye, though these wasn't black scars scabbed over. They's hot and glowing, as if they burned with raw fire.
What happened next? Why did you help them?
Why help them at all? You risked a lot.
By the debt. Owed Miss Tamara. 3 moons passed, a fever gripped my boy. We thought he was done for. Tamara learnt it. Brought food and salves.
Bah.
We're poorer than dirt itself. She saved my boy. No 2 ways about it. Me, myself, I'd have never dared to help. But my missus told me a time of war and contempt's come. A time of folk gone wrong. We needs to repay good with good. Who stands by idly does evil as if.
Married a wise woman.
Crying shame we couldn't save Mrs. Anna in the end.
What happened next?
Fine. What happened next?
Grew even darker. Seemed someone had put out the stars. Crickets all went silent of a sudden. And then, from the woods, a roar. Broke out in a cold sweat, and before I could catch my breath, a beast jumped out of the woods, big as a barn, with horns and 2 burning coals for eyes. I thought I was done for. Beast attacked Mrs. Anna's horse, ripped its head off, carried her off into the woods. Our horses, mine and Miss Tamara's, got spooked and tore off willy-nilly. 'Twere the only reason we escaped. The miss wanted to go back for her mother, but my wife pleaded, said she'd die out there alone. Miss Tamara agreed not to go.
Thanks for your help.
Thanks for your help.
The lady, she'll be all right in the end, won't she?
I'll do what I can to see that she is.
La la la. Look
So
at
here
them.
our paths diverge. Thank you, Dea. Go in peace.
ইস মাইয়াটা ভালো হয়ে গেলে ভালোই তো এক্সপিরিয়েন্স পয়েন্ট পাইছি যাই হোক এখন যেতে বাবার ব্যারনের কাছে ওকে লেটস গো Family matters. Wolf. আমি একটু ম্যাপ চেক করা দরকার। আমি শীঘ্রই 9 লেভেলে চলে যাব। জানালার কথা করতে দিকে চাইতে আর অক্সেনফোর্ড কোন জায়গা? ও ভাই এত দূর। এত দূর যাইতে যেতে তো অবস্থা খারাপ হয়ে যাব। আচ্ছা আগে দিয়ে জানালার কথা কয়ে আসি তারপরে
Slower.
শালা রাস্তায় তো ভুলে গেছি। এদিকে আছি আর এদিকে ঢুকতে হয় এই দিক দিয়া। হাই রে ওটার কোনো সিস্টেমও নাই। আচ্ছা যাই হোক এখানে যেতে হবে। পুরো পিছনে আচ্ছা ওই যে ব্রিজ সামনে ব্রিজ নো টেনশন
Whoa there, Roach.
Got their asses whipped like a bloody rag whore.
You surprised? I tried to dance for the Witcher.
Where'd he come from anyway?
Well, how should I know? You so curious? Ask him yourself.
Not so fast, Roach.
বেশি কথা কইস না তোর বড় আমু মারতে হালার বলা
What the?
তোর মাইরা আমার বেস্ট বানান লাগবো
Hey there. Slow now. Whoa.
slow now whoa
Remember me?
Stable hand pulled you out of the fire.
We'll never forget that. Here, I'm grateful. Went to the village for the levy, and that one's hard banged a lass. So the bloody baron ripped in a new one.
Witcher, a word, please. Believe we've not had the pleasure. They call me the Sergeant. Left over from my army days, you understand. When me and Philip, meaning the Baron, served under a Tamarian banner. Wanted to ask you about something.
what is it
What is it?
That night when the Baron ordered everyone to lock their doors, stay inside. What did you and the Baron do?
Gotta ask the Baron about that. Speaking of which, know where he is?
Garden. Spends a lot of time sitting there of late.
Drunk.
No. Don't drink, don't eat. Just sits.
কি বালের কথা বললাম বুঝলাম না বেড়ানোর বাচ্চা কই আচ্ছা এই যে লাভ লেটার বাহ লাভ লেটার এটা তো পড়াই যায় My dearest husband, I breathe a sign of relief after reading your last letter. I am so glad you are on the mend after your injury. I know how upset you must be at having to spend the next few weeks in a field hospital, but my heart rejoices that you will not be risking your life on the battlefield. Tamara groans and grows and grows. She can even stand up now if she hold on something. ভাই এত পড়লে গেমস খেলতাম না, পড়ালেখা করতাম।
There you are.
See the hollyhock there? The violet blooms. Brought the plants here from Nazaire. Anna had read some story. Insisted on having them. Spent hours tending to them, trimming, pruning. She was so content at that. And them, the frilly ones, called birds of paradise in Zerrikania. But Tamara called them dragons of paradise. She adored them. Damn shame I'll never learn which blooms would please Dea most. Though it's good to know her spirit's free.
We'll talk about your family.
Got some information about your family.
You've learned something? Well, let's go inside. It's a bit chilly out. Any news for me?
Your daughter's in Oxenfurt.
What the blazes? She all right? In good health? Safe? Why haven't you brought her back?
Never offered to do that.
How do you know she's safe? You see her at least?
No, but I talked to the man who helped her escape and then took her in. Tamara is safe and sound. From what I gathered, she has no desire to see you again, no intention to return.
I shan't trust some peasant dolt. I shan't trust whoever it is helped her. I need to know for certain she's safe. Go to her. You must be sure. See her yourself. I shan't believe anyone else.
Go to her. I'll go.
That much I can do.
I'm grateful. Take this. Call it enticement. And this might prove useful.
What is it?
A letter of safe conduct. Ever since the Redanians took hold of the Pontard Delta, they made it damned hard to get to Novigrad without one. Very well. You were to find them both. What of Anna? Learned anything?
Nothing yet, but I'm on her trail.
Well, what are you waiting for?
For you to tell me about Ciri, like we agreed.
Fine. The word once given. When Ciri was on the mend, we took her out on a hunt. Thought a bit of galloping would warm up her limbs, gone stiff from so much bed rest. That lass of yours, pure luck in the flesh. To hunt down a wild boar that size, why, worthy of one of King Foltest's feasts, where he's still among the living.
সিরির কাহিনী কি বাবা?
Ciri, come!
Whoa!
Our haunt should be yours as I see it.
Whoa! Seriously?
Oh, you're doing well, lass.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Oh,
But who
acha,
goes
আগের
bored
কাহিনী
in with a
কইতেছে maybe.
sword?
No bow at hand, no spear. My
আমি
sword was
ভাবছি
all I had.
গ্যারাল্টের সামনে নেই স্যার ডাইকা।
Well, you brandished it beautifully. Why'd they teach you that
সুন্দর,
anyway?
অনেক সুন্দর। ইয়ানিফারের মতোই। At Kaer Morhen.
At Kaer Morhen?
Witcher school there, aye. But they only took lads as I recall.
I'm the exception. I'm not a witcher.
They made an exception for me.
Right. Mean to say you're a she-witcher?
Not entirely. The mutations, I was never subjected to them. But everything else I know, I learned from the witches there.
Know any of them potions?
Not so much. A bit.
Because you see, at times I get this pinching back here.
Shut it, Egrin. Nobody cares about your backside. A woman could swing a sword. I've knowed one. But never seen a lady mount anything but a cock proper. All tipsy on horseback. Nothing strange on account they bloody mount them sideways.
Perhaps you'd care to wager?
Think you can outrun me on an horse? Naturally. What's the stake?
Black mare. The one in the stable.
Oh, that won't do at all.
Coward.
What happened? You get the jitters?
No,
So why not?
the horse is mine.
To race the Baron himself. I'd consider it an honor.
Are.
Oh, that'd be a sight to behold.
Would it ever? Done. But if I win, I take your sword.
Agreed.
I'd not drink any more this night. You'll want your head about you. And we start at daybreak.
Villain, Northern Tamara. Sunrise. আবার মেবি সিরিজে দেখে খেলতে হইব খরগোশ মারামারি হইব নাকি রেস
Day dawns.
Ready?
As ever. First one to the tower.
Man chop!
beat the barons in the horse race. Go.
Your sword is mine.
That'll be the day.
শালা সিরিজে খেলতেছি তাও আবার রেস ডিং ডি ডিং 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 ডি ডিং 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 ডি ডিং ডিং
Want that horse, don't ya?
Had one just like it.
জিতে গেছি
You're wind, not woman.
তুই
Worthy
বাতাস
of the
মহিলা
best
না
horse. The mare is yours.
Thank you.
What?
কিউট ওভার ও গ্রিফিন
Chance to win.
গ্রিফিন না মেবি নাকি ড্রাগন
She screamed like a mad woman. In an instant, all had forgotten the
শালা
wager.
কাহিনী শেষ হয়ে গেল
Every man ran to save his skin, even were it to break his neck.
And they make it?
হয়তো ভয় পাইব না হয়তো পাওয়ারফুল
Others were not so fortunate. But what happened then? I must say, Witcher, seen a lot, but nothing like this. Never.
Uh-oh. I know that look.
You're a fast learner. You'll know the rest once you find my wife.
Working on it.
And
যখন আর
making
বউরে খুঁজতে
peaceful
পাইব তখন আবার
progress.
They split up.
বালটার কাছে আয়া
I
আবার
hadn't
জিয়ে
considered
দেব
that possibility
এই রে
before.
কাহিনী
But don't worry. I'll find Anna too. So long.
find Tamara and Baron's daughter in Oxenfurt আবার এই বালের ঘরে ঢোকাই দিছে আমার যে আমি বেরোতে পারি না শালা বেরো মুখান থেকে ইয়েস আরে টাওয়া ডাকতেছে শালা কত যাওরা বাকি কাহিনী কইব তাও একদম পরে
Wait, Witcher!
আবার
When
কি
you find my daughter, will you give her this?
এটা কি আবার ডল ও
A rag doll.
cloth doll. Find Tamara and Baron's daughter in Oxenfurt.
Went to the village for the levy. And that one hard banged a lass. So the bloody Baron ripped him a new one? Sure.
Boy, lads, fancy an outing to find that sheepy?
Bring the Smiths, lads. Get food,
Not asses.
Giddy up.
Let's go to the
What's
Oxenfurt.
that you're muttering?
Got eyes like a cat.
বাট এই মোটর কাছে আবার আইতে মন চাইতেছে না বিরক্ত হয়ে গেছি আমি কতবার ওর
Let's go.
কাছে আসা হলো অনেক লং মিশন দিছে ওর কাছে
Got
boss's wit like a Novigrad whore.
ম্যাপটা চেক করি
Whoa there.
কিভাবে গেলে সুবিধা হয় ওকে এখান থেকে এখানে যেতে হইব দেন এদিক দিয়া এদিক যামুগা ওকে ফাইন ও রে নভিগার্ড ওটা নাকি না নভিগার্ড না বাট আমি চলে বোর্ডে ট্রাভেল করতে পারবো এরকম কিছু আমি তো জানি না এদিকে নাইছিলাম এই লুব্রিকান্ট রেনিয়া চরম ছিল জিনিসটা পিছনে বল কি ভাই ঘরে থেমে যাস কেন কা হুয়া তুঝে यार এসে পড়েছি ও কি ভাষা জানি কইতেছে मेरे घरे वी आर ऑलमोस्ट देयर আর একটু তারপরে তোর বুট খাইতে দিমু নি চিন্তা করিস না ওরে মারা যাবো নাকি মারবো নাকি
Move it.
টাইম নেই এত বালছাল মারার মনস্টার মাইরা কুল পাই না আবার এগুলা বাট না মারলে হয় না লেভেল ফাস্ট বাড়াতে চাইলে এগুলো মারা অনেক জরুরি এছাড়া কোনো উপায় নাই শালা কতগুলা গার্ড
Come on.
What is that? Sir, we were up to our noses in frights and horrors. Imps, some of them as mammons, flying drakes, pikes, oh, and bats.
বাহ ওহো এটা কি খাম্বা বানাতেছে নাকি কতগুলা গার্ড এদিকে
Fancy, eh?
Who do you think you are?
না 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 না
You.
না 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 আমি কেউ না আমি তো ওগুলোকে মারামারি করতে চাই না
You'll choke to death.
এতগুলা মিল্লা খায়ালে হোক
Oh, fuck. Got a pass.
কমান রোজ
You don't need a pass. We're from Novigrad, 8 generations and more. The war crosses the Vizima business.
No pass. No
শালাকে সামনে লুট করলে তারপর তো ওরা মাইর দেয়
Faster.
শালা যেমন কান্দতেছে কে Find Tamara and Baron's daughter in Oxenfurt.
come through. Honor in the fatherland.
Cannot do that. গোরানে জোরে ধরে বনে দিকে আচ্ছা নিচে যে বোর্ডগুলো আছে বোর্ডগুলো কি চালানো যায় হ্যাঁ বোর্ডে লুট থাকে শুধু বোর্ড দিয়ে ট্রাভেল করা যায় না না বাহ শহরটা সুন্দর তো আমি এদিকে গেছির মার কাছে দেখছো এদিকে কিছু বানানো যাবো হ্যাঁ কেচির মার কাছে দেখ এদিকে দেখ এটা কিসের মার্ক এদিকে আয় এটা কিসের মার্ক
Go, go.
দেখুন আগে মিশনে যাই পড়া মনে নিয়ে নেবো
Take it easy.
নিয়ে নিলে অনেকগুলা এক্সট্রা মিশন আয় পরে কোয়েস্ট আয় পরে ওগুলো এখন নিব না পরে সিলেক্ট করে নিব ঠিক আছে যে একটা ইয়ে আছে যেমন গেছে
Paper, please, and a bottle of ink.
বেচা দেবো গেছে আর কিছু না না
Paper for the war.
You know, all over.
মার্চেন্ট হার্ডে
What can I do you for?
show me what you have in stock কার্ড খেলা যে ভালো লাগে কার্ড খেলে ওটা কেমন যায় না
Might pick something.
এক টাকা আছে না
So long.
জায়গা জামা মিশন ঘরের ভিতরে মনে হয়
Fuck.
আবুদ্দিন জানা আইসি চাকু দেখো বোধহয়
I'm
জানা
looking for
সাধারণ মানুষ মারে
Tamara,
না
the bloody Baron's daughter. Your brother said I'd find her here.
Wojtek sent you, sir.
How else would I know she was here?
Wait a moment. I'll fetch her straight away.
ট্যাঙ্ক কাট ব্লোডি কাট
You're looking for me, and who might you be? My father sent you?
Yeah, to see if you're still alive and well.
I'm Geralt of Rivia.
I'm quite alive and extraordinarily well, Geralt of Rivia. Better than I've ever been in this rotten life of mine, and now that you've seen me, I bid you farewell.
Wait.
We've nothing more to talk about.
Father's worried about you.
Got every right to be angry at your father, but he's worried about you.
I have a right. Thank you kindly. So good to have the approval of his hired thug. And my father worries only about what to get soused on next.
He cares about you both. You're right. He's a jackass.
You're right. Your father's a jackass.
Glad we agree. But in that case, why are you helping him?
Because he knows something about someone dear to me. Promised to tell me if I found you and your mother.
Got it. A bit of blackmail. Just his style. Well, now you've found me, you can tell him I'm alive and I'm never coming back.
Why'd your mother? Let's go. What happened to your mother? Tell me your side of this story.
Before I agreed to look for you, your father told me his version of events. Tell me yours.
Mine? It's dull as life amidst the swamps. My earliest memories are of a drunken father lying under the stairs, caked in mud and clutching a bottle. Next dozen years, pretty much the same. Father would drink, disappear for days, then come home in a rage and send furniture flying. Thank the gods for war. I was glad every time they sent him off. And the quarrels. I remember him screaming at Mum, the thuds as he beat her, then her sobbing. I'd hide under my bed and long for silence. That's the long and short of it.
যে ঘরে মারামারি নিশানা ছিল না
there you have my
ওরে
life.
ওর বাপই ওর মায়ের মারছে
Finally we'd had enough, Mum and me.
ওরে ওর মায়ের ওর বাইকে গিয়ে পড়ছে What happened to your mother?
Wojtek claims your mother had strange marks on her hands and that a monster dragged her into the woods. That true?
We were riding towards the river. Suddenly, Mum cried out, bent over, almost fell off her horse. I rode up to her and saw something strange. Her hands were on fire. And then that creature leapt from the woods. I don't know what it was, but it roared so fierce my nose bled. I saw it topple trees. I've never been so scared in my life. And that thing grabbed my mum and disappeared into the woods. I wanted to turn back, go after them, but the horses panicked. Now I don't even know if she's alive.
ওর মারে আরে লাইছে
I don't mean to pry, but I know your mother had a miscarriage.
His doing? He shoved her, she fell. That's how it started. We were alone, no one to help. Blood everywhere. Worst night of my life.
Sorry. Must have been hard for you both.
Mum was in shock. She was raving that it was better this way, that she never wanted the child. Must have had a fever. She was losing blood the whole time.
She didn't want the child?
Said she'd sooner cut open her gut than bear another child from his seed.
What will you do now?
Find my mum.
You realize that might not be that easy.
Don't worry, I'm not daft enough to believe I can do it alone. I've got some new friends now. Powerful friends. They'll help me.
Who are these friends?
Who are these friends, if it's not a secret?
No secret. Heard of the Church of the Eternal Fire? A priest helped me contact the Redanian witch hunters. Righteous, brave men. They'll help me.
Hence the candlesticks in your room. So you believe in the eternal fire?
Once the heat of the fire has set your heart aflame, it gives you strength and leads you down the path of truth for the rest of your life. I hope it'll bless you with its warmth one day.
Thanks. Thing is, fire's tricky. It's easy to get burned. What about your father?
Who? Oh, him. I don't care. I won't go back to him. That bit of my life. Forgotten it already.
Well, well. A witcher. Never thought the Baron would stoop to hiring a monster slayer. Though I hear you're good at tracking things down.
और a witch fucker का शो भाई. Baron Desperate. Who are you?
Glad you know who I am. Haven't introduced yourself, though.
Graden, witch hunter in the service of His Royal Majesty Radovid of Redania. I'm certain you've heard of us.
Rings a bell.
If the bloody Baron sent you to fetch his daughter, you'd best face it. You will fail in your task.
I appreciate your concern, but I don't need it. As for Tamara, she can make her own decisions.
Noble of you. A killer for hire abandoning his bounty for the good of another. The hunters and the Church of the Eternal Fire thank you. So the Baron hired a witcher to find his daughter. Interesting.
Where will you take her?
Where are you gonna take her?
Tamara must rest. She's had a harrowing experience. When the warmth of the Eternal Fire has restored her strength, we shall see about finding her mother.
Before you go, your father asked me to give you this.
Clara? Father told you to give me Clara. Funny how he thought to buy me back with a memory. Tell him one gesture could never make up for a ruined childhood. So long, Witcher. In spite of all, I'm grateful you gave me a choice. Didn't force me to go back to the tyrant.
Hope you know what you're getting yourself into. So long, and good luck.
और माँ रह गए बुझছস और মার হাতে জানি কি জানি একটা মার্ক জ্বলতেছিল পাওয়ারফুল একটা বার্ন আগুনের মার্ক জ্বলতেছিল আর মা কাঁদতে কাঁদতে কই জানি গেছে গা আবার বেরোনে গেছে যাওয়া লাগবে আমার আই রে পাগল হয়ে যাবো গা মা হাতে জ্বলতেছিল বুঝছস জ্বলার পরে একটা মনস্টার আইছে উড থেকে বাইরেছে মনস্টারটা আর মারে নিয়ে গেছে গা এরপরে তো আয় খুঁজতেছে আর মারে লুটা যাবি প্রচুর লুটুম হ্যাঁ রিগাডা গরুর দুধ লিলেন অনেক কামের না সহজে পাওয়া যায় না লিলেন ব্যাস খাওয়ান লুট করতেছে বেড়ানে গেছে মুখা দিয়ে লুট আছে ভরপুর লুট করুম
Who do you think you are, boy?
আল্লাহ
Yeah, what devil?
কি মারবো না কি হয়েছে মারতেছে আমাদের লুট করলে মারে ঠিক আছে
You'll choke to death on 3 pounds of steel.
কিছু থাকে এদিকে মনস্টার আছে বাইরে জায়গা কিছু নাই ফ্রিজে দেখতে পারি লুট আছে একটা স্টিল প্যালেট জাম দিলে তো মরে যাবো যে বড় জাহাজ অ্যাসেসিনস ক্রিডের জাহাজও জোসা ছিল কিন্তু ওরা আপগ্রেড মানে হ্যাঁ আপগ্রেড করে করে খেলতে এই আর কিছু না কারণ ওটা তো পুরোটা প্রায় জাহাজ নিয়ে খেলা আচ্ছা এই বোট দিয়ে আমার লুট ট্রাভেল করা যায় আটকে গেছে বোটের নিচে রাখবো না লুট খালি লুটের লিগাই ভালো বড় জম দিছে হ্যাঁ ট্রাভেল দিব মার্কটা কই একটা নাচ ছিল ফার্স্ট ট্রাভেল তো যাইব কিসে বেড়ানোর লাগে দেখা করতে গেছে না এদিকে আইব মনে হয় নাকি আইসে জোস মারুম ছাগল হ্যাঁ খাওয়ান টাউন একবার লুট করেছিলাম আর লুট করা লাগে না
Master Witcher, there's an open burial ground in the Dark Room to the horses. I'll tell you where the loot's at.
শালা এদিকে বসে থাকে বেড়ানোর কাছে আইলাম ওখান থেকে আমি ঘরের ভিতরে ঘরে ঢোকা লাগবো ভিতরে ঢুকতে
Plowing hangover. I'm listening. What do you come to me with?
Give me your daughter.
Gave Tamara your gift.
How'd she react?
Probably not like you'd have wanted. She threw the doll away.
Threw it away? Oh, gods, I hoped, despite all.
একটা ডল দিছিল বুঝছো স্যার মাইয়ারা দেয়ার লেগা
What of Anna?
Still don't know anything specific, but I'm on her trail.
Well, will you stand there like a knob? Find her!
बस
So long.
Investigate all remaining leads in Valen and find the Baron's wife. এমনি ট্রাই করবো না কোয়েস্টে যেতে হইব কোয়েস্টে লেডিস অফ দ্য উডসে যেতে হইব লেডিস অফ দ্য উডসে যা yes read the ladies of woods যেতে হইব find the Crockback bog use your witcher sense to find the Shirin that marks and the start of the trail of trees এটা দিয়ে আবার উপরেটা দিব হয়তো তেলাইতে পারে আচ্ছা আচ্ছা হাই রে এখানে যা ইদিয়া ফার্স্ট ট্রাভেল দিয়া তারপরে জাতি হবি इधर को look for rune stone and rare সামনে আছে মনস্টার ডেন আছে যাবো মেরে এগাবে একটা এইসব মুখ রেজ মাইরা আমার সব মরে গেল গা তো জলদি আর আছে মনে ভিতরে না মশালটা জ্বালায় নেই টর্চটা ভালো কামের কিন্তু মাঝে মধ্যে টর্চ সেই কামে লাগে আর একটা ইসে লুট তো নিতে রিতে লুট দেয় সেই रेडी की माहिरा बहुत है बस शेष ये यार्ड मेरे वांग सी बना मत तो सी Oh! किसी ने फुटे का लोगा अरे देखिए गैस shit 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 जाने ना किसी नहीं किसी এটা কোনো কথা উপর উপরে আগুন জ্বলতেছিল মেডিসিন করে নি আইব না বাইরে যাবো না মনে হয় মেডিসিন করে নি লাইফটা বেড়ে যাবো কি অবস্থা গো খুদে আগুন জ্বলতেছিল না দরকার নেই যাওয়ার যাবো মিশন কমপ্লিট হবে পরে আমার দিকে লেভেল 12 যে হোয়াইট অর্চার্ডে সব কোয়েস্ট কমপ্লিট করে মারছিলাম না ভিডিও পরে একবারে কমপ্লিট করুন কোয়েস্টের মার্ক যা আছে ও ঝর্ণা বাহ গোসল লাগে সব চকচক করতেছে দেখো वाह स्लाइड मार दो बेस तो चलो मत अभी सुंदर দেখা যায় এখন দরকার নেই নাকি কি রে কত দূর আর দিকে মনে কত কাছে এই কি অবস্থা চকলেট ঝুলা রাখছে কুকিজ Follow the trails of treats using your Witcher sense. Okay. Okay. लिखा गैसे क्या? Examine तो इधर से नदी के किंतु ये गुले जाए तो ده ये गुली शॉप कुकीज आगे बढ़ते से ना examine आइले प्लीज Wait. Lawrence. नाटक का बहुत नगी तुमने कैसे लगा ना तो फ्लोरेंस से की करे ये क्राउन दिया काम लगे ना कॉइन है कि कॉइन है मतलब वही घर जाती हो माने तो आओ ये देखिए ऐसा
Doug went in the kitchen, stole a hunk of meat.
Don't want the
Gave him a licking,
kitchen.
strung him by his feet.
Cooked them blood him empty, stripped his skin off clean.
Laughed and said, "How tasty,
Itchy,
best
got
sausage
over
I
this,
have seen." Cook's a stupid killer. Shouldn't have ate the pup. Now we'll light a fire. Gonna roast him up. 1, 2, 3.
전다가래 거다
The
그랬지?
one to fetch the kindlings. Thee!
Witcher come.
Interesting rhyme.
কবিতা
Don't
বাহ
know you.
সুন্দর
Go
লাগতেছে
away.
বেস্ট অনেক Don't know you. I'm looking for a witch. কথা হইনি নাকি
I'm looking for the witches of Crookback Bog.
You looks like a witch yourself.
তোমার উইচের মতো দেখা যায়
Of the bog.
আরে বলে উইচের মতো দেখা
We
যায়
can't go in the bog. Gran don't let us. When my brother Zamek went missing, Gran said it was 'cause he went in the woods and got lost. Gran cried an awful lot after that.
और भाई आ
He
गया
can
से
still come back.
जंगल में भीतर पर तक ग्रैंड चाहिए था
A young woman got lost in the swamp. She has ashen hair and a scar on her face. You kids see anyone like that?
Ain't no lassies here. What am I? You're no lassie. Lassie's got tits.
They do. Heard an old man say
lassie's
once,
got
when the
tits.
army was here, he says, "I them lasses in the woods. They's dazzling the soldiers with their tits, and it's torturing the poor lads." That's what he said.
Listen, the girl I'm looking for, she's in trouble. I understand you might not want to help me, but you could try to help her.
How you know she was here?
I heard she visited the witches in the swamp.
But there's no witches here.
There's only frogs. And snakes.
And Johnny.
What's this talk? What kind of jabbering is this, eh? No one allowed here.
Oh,
Just
Daddy,
kids. My kids. They're allowed. But who are you, wearing swords like a bandit?
You one of the witches of the swamp? I hear Crookback Bog.
Witch? Me? Nay, I've no broom nor owl and not one wart on me nose. Got a pretty nose, see?
Gran's got a lovely beak.
Oh, you darling girl. Oh, kids are so sweet.
Just talking to the kids. Asked them if they'd seen a young woman.
I was a lovely young woman. Wore a long, beautiful braid my mummy did up for me. Had dresses with flowers on 'em.
Maybe you've seen her. Young, ashen hair.
Your betrothed?
Daughter, actually.
Daughter? My dear, sweet little daughter. And her sister. Where are they now? Maybe they've come to some harm.
Talk দিমু না, please help me দিমু। Please help me দি।
A bit of help, please? A young ashen-haired woman. Just need to know if you've seen her.
What are you looking at, children? Wash your hands, we'll go catch crickets.
Won't learn anything from you.
Aye, 'cause I don't know nothing.
That Johnny knows. He knows a lot. When I ask him something, he says, wait, I'll scratch my arse and tell you.
Ugly word. What you saying? To the hut. You'll stand in a corner. I'll make sure you do.
জনি সব জানে।
Be gone.
Be gone. জনির কিছু জিগায়, জনি আর পাশে চুলকে আর কয়া কইতাছি কারা। Go to the hut and talk to the boy.
What's a stranger doing here?
চিলের পাড়া দিছে না? আমি কি ঠিক আছে যে দেব মনে হয়। আল্লাহ ইয়া কথা কইতে। দরজা দিয়ে লাগে। এই রে সব ঘরের ভিতরে যায় লুট করে। চুপ ভাই চুপ, কথা কইস না। এই রে ঠিক মতো না দাঁড়ালে হবে না। লুট করতে ভাইটা জায়গা কি লুট করুম?
Can't come in here. Not allowed in here.
I just want to talk to the boy.
Not allowed. It's not allowed.
He won't talk to you anyway. Gran don't like you. And Johnny's made up. And strangers steal kids.
You don't want to talk to me.
Just got one question for you.
Don't be asking no questions. You're a stranger. Not allowed to talk to strangers.
Can we eat now? Soup with scratchings.
You hear? Says he's afeard of you. Stop scaring my kids.
Ask the children in the swamp. Find the way to lure Gran away from the hut. মানে তাদের ঘরে ট্রাই করে দিবে এরকম।
Why don't you want to talk about Johnny? One of you knows about him. The others must too.
It's just him who's pals with Johnny. They pick mushrooms and hunt snails. But Gran says Johnny's made up.
Have you ever seen Johnny?
Have any of you ever seen Johnny?
Of course. Looks just like him.
Then why do you say he's made up?
Gran says so. And Gran knows lots.
Does your gran treat you right? She ever hurt you?
Never.
When we're bad, she cries.
She's scared. Says strangers might take us. And we'll disappear.
The boy who plays with Johnny, he must be brave.
Not brave, just stupid. Sat his bare bum on an anthill once. But yeah, he plays with Johnny. He don't listen to Gran and goes in the woods, and then he's got to have a time out.
উইচারে তো চিনে না।
And eats snails.
লেগিস কইতে দেয় না।
The girl I mentioned
Johnny's
is in
ব্যাপারে
danger.
জিজ্ঞেস আছে।
You gotta help me get your gran away from the hut so I can talk to Johnny's friend.
All right, but you've got to do something for us too. Play hide and seek. Gran never does. Says her feet hurt.
কইছে কি আমার সাহায্য লাগবে। আমি ওই ছেলেটার লগে কথা কমু কিন্তু গ্র্যান যাতে ঘরে থেকে বেড়ে যায়। ওরা কইছে আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে আমরা সাহায্য করবো কিন্তু আমাকে লাগে খেলতে হইব, হাইড অ্যান্ড সিক খেলতে হইব। ফাইন দেবো খেলবো। আর ক্লাসের ইজেন্ট দেয়ার সামথিং এলস ইউ ওয়ান্ট? তোমরা কি অন্য কিছু চাও না? টাকা ঢোকা চাও বলে
Is there something else you need or want?
I want something sweet.
মিষ্টি খাইতে চায়
Me too.
Oh, fruits.
ফল
Give us a treat and we'll help you.
Here's some treats.
খাইতে যাচ্ছে
Yum. Never eaten nothing like this before in my life.
ও এরকম কিছু জীবনও খায় নাই পিচ্ছিগুলা মনে আর দাদির ভাই করে নিয়ে যাবো
Gran! Bumblebee bit Yagner in the arse. Gran! Come!
তারপর ওই যায় পিচ্ছিলে কথা কেবো বুঝছস
Don't be afraid.
Don't know nothing.
I won't hurt you.
কিছু জানে না
Where's Gran?
ওর ব্যাপারে ওর কাছে জনির ব্যাপারে জিজ্ঞাসা Where is Johnny? Why are you afraid?
Why are you scared to talk?
I'm not scared of nothing.
You're all scared of something.
তুই
You
ভয়
would have
পেতে
told me
শিখলে
about
কথা
Johnny
কইতে
otherwise.
তুমি ভয় না পেলে
worried
জনির
about
ব্যাপারে
Johnny.
কইতা
He don't come round no more. Once, when we was mushroom picking, he saw his burrow.
ও তো খাবার তো যা কথা কইতেছে
Gran yelled at me, said not to talk to strangers, 'cause then kids go missing. She worries about Johnny too, though she says he's made up.
নষ্ট করিস না
I just want to talk to Johnny. He could know more than you.
Not gonna hurt him, right? 'Cause he's real. He's not made up.
I'm not gonna hurt him.
Johnny used to be boy, 'cause Gran liked listening to his songs. When we was picking mushrooms, Johnny said he saw a girl with ashen hair in the swamp.
Where can I find Johnny?
There's a little
জিজ্ঞাসা
meadow
জনিরে কই পামু
on the edge of the swamp. This strange tree grows there. Look around. You'll see him.
একটা আজব একটা গাছ আছে গাছের ওদিকে জনি থাকে ওদিকে গেলে পাইতে পারে